Okay, Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all would be fine. Students, we are going to talk about our two topics today. The first topic is comprehension. Comprehension is the topic that we are going to start right now. Now, what is comprehension? Usually, student, you had a question in your paper in previous classes like metric classes or FSC or FA level classes. There was a passage that was given to you, and at the end of that passage, questions were given and you were asked to answer the questions with respect to that passage. एक पैसेज दिया जाता था आपको और उस पैसेज के एंड में क्वेश्चंस वर डिजाइन अकॉर्डिंग टू एंड विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द पैसेज दैट वाज गिवन टू यू, और उसी पैसेज में से आपको कहा जाता था दैट टू फाइंड आउट द आंसर्स about the questions that are given at the end. That exercise is actually called as comprehension. Now, what is the meaning and purpose of comprehension exercise? What is the objective that we get through this comprehension passage? So, what is comprehension? A comprehension exercise consists of a passage. Passage means a text, a written text, and passage consists of more than one paragraphs. उसमें एक से ज्यादा paragraphs होते हैं, किसी भी टॉपिक से रिलेटेड, किसी भी आइडिया से रिलेटेड, राइट? Upon which questions are set to test the students' ability of understanding and to infer information and meanings from it. Now, what is the purpose of that passage? एक पैसेज दिया जाता है और उसके एंड में क्वेश्चंस आपको दिए जाते हैं. अब आपने यू हैव टू स्टडी दैट पैसेज एंड फाइंड आउट द आंसर्स अबाउट द क्वेश्चंस व्हिच आर गिवन एट द एंड. तो वो क्वेश्चंस जो हैं उसी पैसेज से रिलेटेड होते हैं और आपको ये क्यों क्वेश्चंस दिए जाते हैं, व्हाई यू आर गिवन दीज क्वेश्चंस एंड अ पैसेज टू टेस्ट योर एबिलिटी ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग, हाउ यू अंडरस्टैंड, हाउ यू कॉम्प्रीहेंड. कॉम्प्रीहेंशन का मीनिंग यही है अंडरस्टैंडिंग, टू टेस्ट योर एबिलिटी ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग, दैट हाउ यू आर केपेबल टू फाइंड आउट द मीनिंग्स फ्रॉम दैट पैसेज. Because usually it is very difficult to make your understanding level better and better. So this exercise helps you to make you understand about the idea which is given in the passage. यही पर्पस होता है comprehension exercise का कि आपकी ability of understanding को check किया जाए whether you people have understood the idea that is given in the text or not. And this exercise is equally important in your real life. ये आपको जो सारे टॉपिक्स हैं टेक्निकल एंड बिजनेस राइटिंग के, व्हाई दे आर एडेड? बिकॉज दीज टॉपिक्स हेल्प यू इन प्रोफेशनल फील्ड. प्रोफेशनल फील्ड में बहुत सी जगह पे आपको ऐसे पैसेजेस पढ़ने पड़ते हैं और उसके बाद आपकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग, आपको समझाना, अपने आप को समझाना पड़ता है. तो टू मेक यू पीपल अंडरस्टैंड अबाउट द आइडिया विच इज गिवन इन द टेक्स्ट, क्योंकि बहुत से आर्टिकल्स आप पढ़ते हैं, बहुत से ऐसे आप नेट पे ऐसे आर्टिकल्स जो कि दिए गए होते हैं विद रिस्पेक्ट टू डिफरेंट टॉपिक्स, उनको आप पढ़ते हैं. तो उसमें से आपका अंडरस्टैंडिंग लेवल कितना है, किस हद तक आप उसको चीज को समझते हैं, दैट इज व्हाई कॉम्प्रीहेंशन एक्सरसाइज इज एडेड इन योर आउटलाइंस. तो इसी चीज के लिए कि आप प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में आपको मुख्तलिफ टास्क दिए जा सकते हैं. Maybe you could be given any task by the management of any organization कि जी ये रिपोर्ट है, इसको स्टडी करें और इस रिपोर्ट से हमें कुछ क्वेश्चंस, कुछ क्वेरीज हैं, इसको आंसर करना है. अब वहां पे what exercise you will apply? You will apply this comprehension exercise to find out, to read and to understand that report which is given to you, which is assigned to you. उस रिपोर्ट को स्टडी करना, उस रिपोर्ट को मुख्तलिफ आइडियाज को अंडरस्टैंड करना, वो किसकी मदद से होंगे? That will be with the help of comprehension exercise, right? Now here, to test the students' ability of understanding, this is the purpose of comprehension, and this understanding is what it is related with comprehension. And to infer information and meanings from it. Infer का मतलब है कि उसमें से आप क्या information निकालते हैं, what information you take out from that passage and what meanings you get from that passage. Now, this idea would be there in your mind that this exercise seems to be very simple because you had this same exercise in your previous classes. ये तो बड़ी आसान है, इसमें एक passage दिया जाता है, questions उसमें end में होते हैं, बात हमें उस पैसेज में मिल जाती है, हम आराम से आंसर दे सकते हैं. बट why you people don't get that required grading and marking in this exercise? The reason is कि आप same as it is क्वेश्चंस के आंसर्स दे देते हैं, यानी कि जो स्टेटमेंट पैसेज में दी गई है वही स्टेटमेंट यू पीपल राइट इन योर आंसर. दैट इज समथिंग वेरी रॉन्ग. व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इज, the question is how many students were present in the class. अब इसका आंसर that is there in the passage में इसका आंसर मौजूद है. But what you people do, इसका आंसर आप कैसे लिखते हैं? How many students were present in the class? This is a question. But what you did, 10 students are present in the class. Now you have written the same answer taken from the passage as it is, and this is something very wrong. Why? Because the question is asked in past tense, so you have to mold your answer according to that. आपको वही आंसर्स मोल्ड करना है, चेंज करना है अकॉर्डिंग टू द रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन. अब यहाँ पे पास्ट है, सो डेफिनेटली यू विल ऑल्सो यूज पास्ट टेंस हियर. अगर आप सेम एज इट इज स्टेटमेंट पैसेज से उठा के लिख लेते हैं, दैट इज रॉन्ग. आइडिया विल बी सेम, आइडिया सेम होगा. 10 स्टूडेंट्स आर देयर इन द पैसेज, यू विल ऑल्सो राइट 10 स्टूडेंट्स हियर इन द आंसर. यू विल नॉट मेक इट 9, आप इसे 9 नहीं बनाएंगे. Idea will be same. Yes, the way you are going to express that idea, that will be according to the requirement of the question. Question के requirement के accordingly you will write the answer. Now, what is the requirement of the question? The requirement of the question is to write the answer in past tense. So you will write this answer in past tense instead of present, because present is used in the passage. Now, look here, the example I have given you of comprehension exercise. Now this is a passage. एक passage दिया गया है, right? And a questions they are given at the end. You have to read this passage to find out the answers of these questions which are given at the end. This exercise is also included in your book by Renan Martin, and the page number is, let me find out the page number. Page number is 310. ठीक है, you may find out the same topic from there because you have to do the practice of this exercise, क्योंकि उसमें बहुत से passages दिए गए हैं. I will assign you few passages and you will have to do the answers of those passages by following these rules of comprehension. Now we are going to talk about the rules of comprehension. What are the rules? What are the steps that are included in comprehension? तो आपने आंसर्स को एज इट इज नहीं लेके पैसेज से करना. यू हैव टू चेंज इट अकॉर्डिंग टू द रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन, राइट? सर 1 मिनट का माइक ऑन कर दें. आर यू गेटिंग स्टूडेंट? समझ आ रही है?
यस मैम. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you get the idea about comprehension?
Yes, ma'am, I did, ma'am.
Okay, right. Now we are going to talk about the principles. Principles are those rules according to which we will do comprehension exercise. Now, what is the first step? The first step of Okay, now you have a passage in front of you. आपके सामने एक passage है, right? Now, how you are going to attempt a comprehension passage according to these principles? First step is read the passage fairly, quickly to get the general idea. आप फर्स्ट टाइम रीड करेंगे, दिस इज द फर्स्ट स्टेप ऑफ कॉम्प्रिहेंशन. यू विल रीड दिस पैसेज क्विकली. फर्स्ट टाइम जो आप रीडिंग करते हैं दैट इज क्विक रीडिंग. व्हाई? टू गेट द जनरल आइडिया. जनरल आइडिया इज व्हाट? टू नो व्हाट इज मेन थिंग इन दिस पैसेज. इस पैसेज में क्या मेन चीज है, या दिस पैसेज इज व्हाट ऑल अबाउट, ये किस चीज के बारे में है. फॉर दैट यू विल रीड दैट पैसेज फेयरली क्विकली, तेजी से उसे पढ़ेंगे. Only to know the general main idea of that passage, उसका सिर्फ main idea understand करने के लिए. Clear? Now, once you have read that passage fairly quickly to get the main idea, once you come to know कि ये passage education के बारे में है, right? Suppose this passage is about education. You have got the main idea, you have got the general idea that this passage is about education, right? अच्छा जी, यहां तक समझ आ गई. What is the next step about comprehension? Now you will read again. आप उसको दोबारा पढ़ेंगे. You will read for the second time. Slowly. Now here, why it is slowly and here it was quickly? Slowly because to know the details. अब आप इसकी details पे focus करेंगे. That what are the different other points with respect to education. Right? Now first time that you did just to get the general idea. Second time when you will do reading. And you can read one time, you can read 2 times, you can read 3 times, depending upon your level of understanding. क्या आप कितनी दफा उसको पढ़ के अंडरस्टैंड कर सकते हैं. डोंट वरी अबाउट दिस थिंग कि अगर आपकी 2 से ज्यादा दफा रीडिंग बढ़ गई है, नो प्रॉब्लम एट ऑल. द मोर यू विल रीड, द बेटर यू विल अंडरस्टैंड दैट पैसेज, राइट? सो सेकेंड टाइम रीड अगेन स्लोली टू नो द डिटेल्स. नाउ व्हाइल रीडिंग second time, third time for the passage, you will also underline the main points of that passage. क्योंकि यहाँ पे आप जब रीड कर रहे हैं, you are reading it slowly. आप उसको स्लो रीड करें. तो while reading slowly, you have to underline the important points, because when you will come to the questions that are given at the end, these underlining and highlighted points will help you to answer the questions which are given at the end, right? So we have talked about 2 points. Okay. Now what is the third step? Okay, now what is the third step? The third step is study the questions. Now the turn has come to the questions which are given at the end, right? आपने first time read किया है to know the general idea. Second time, third time you have read it for knowing the details. Now the time comes when you are going to see the questions. That what questions they are given at the end. So first question, second question. Now first of all, when the turn has come to answer the first question, you will read the question thoroughly. Thoroughly means to understand it well, to understand it completely, that what is asked in this particular question. कि इस question में क्या पूछा गया है. Okay, when you have read and understood the question, you will turn to the relevant portion of the passage. Relevant portion means, say for example, this answer is situated or located here, or it is may be found here, or it can be here, or it can be here. So you will turn to the relevant portion. Relevant portion का मतलब है आप इस क्वेश्चन से रिलेटेड आंसर किसी एक पोर्शन में उसको फाइंड आउट करेंगे, राइट? So once you have found out the relevant answer of this question, now you will rewrite that in your own words. This is something very important. You are not going to quote as it is from the passage. ये नहीं करना कि passage से उठा के वही वाला आपने sentence answer में लिख लिया. No, you will not do this thing. You will rewrite it in your own words. In your own words means you will mold it, you will change it according to requirement of the question. Idea को change नहीं करना, rather you will write it in your own words. वहां पे फिर आपको मार्क्स मिलेंगे. ये नहीं होता when you will quote it as it is from the text, आप कहें जी मैडम ने नंबर क्यों नहीं दिए. This thing is actually examined, this thing is actually checked कि आप उसको किस तरह अपने वर्ड्स में लिख रहे हैं. राइट? ओके जी. Neatly and precisely means that you will write accurately according to requirement of the question. Right? So first step, second step, third step, and now we are going to talk about the fourth thing. Yes. Another very important thing about comprehension, never just give answer in words. For example, I gave you an example of how many students were present in the class. If you just write only 10, this is supposed to be a wrong answer because you are just using one word for that. And यहाँ पे सिर्फ ये नहीं चेक किया जाता कि आप आइडिया को अंडरस्टैंड कर रहे हैं. How you are writing and dealing with that answer or idea, that is equally important. आपकी क्रिएटिविटी चेक की जा रही होती है, आपका ग्रामर चेक किया जा रहा होता है. हाउ यू यूज टू राइट अ सेंटेंसेस, दिस इज इक्वली चेक. सो व्हाट you will write in 10 students present in the class, right? So this is the complete sentence and you will give your answer in complete sentence. And this is what I asked you कि जब आप बोला भी करें, whenever you people speak and give answer to the questions which is asked by a speaker, you should also give the answer in complete sentence. Instead of just this one, if somebody asks you what is your name and you tell Ahmed, so this is incomplete. You should give complete sentence that my name is Ahmed. So it looks far better than that just one word that you have used. So in comprehension exercise also, whenever you are going to give answer, you have to give the answer in complete sentence rather than only a word answer, right? Okay, ji, last step about this is okay, last point about this comprehension exercise is word. Sometimes you can be asked about the meaning of any word. आपसे क्वेश्चन में ये क्वेश्चन भी किया जा सकता है that please give answer or give meaning to this particular word or phrase. Now, sometimes you don't have dictionary all the time. आपके पास हमेशा dictionary नहीं होगी. Okay, if you have a dictionary with you, you can find out the meaning from there. But if you don't have the dictionary at that time, you can give the answer according to the context of the sentence. आप जब उस sentence को पढ़ेंगे तो sometimes meaning को आप कोई understand करने की कोशिश करते हैं with respect to the idea according to which that word is used. उस idea के मुताबिक जो sentence में आपको समझ आ रही होती है. अच्छा जी, for example, Ahmed is accompanying his friend in the market. ठीक है जी. अब accompanying का word जो है उसके बारे में आपसे पूछा गया है that what is the meaning of this word. तो आप अहमद और अली और मार्केट से अंदाजा लगा सकते हैं. अच्छा जी, मे बी accompanying का मतलब ये है कि साथ दिया है, right? Now you although you don't know the exact meaning of that word, but just with the help of that context in which it is used in a sentence, जिस सेंस में वो सेंटेंस में यूज हुआ हुआ है, आप उसमें से अंदाजा लगा के उसका मीनिंग वहां पे लिख सकते हैं, ठीक है। एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम दैट प्रिडिक्टेड मीनिंग, जो प्रिडिक्ट किया है, जो अंदाजा लगाया है आपने मीनिंग का, वो समटाइम्स इट इज वेरी क्लोज टू द एग्जैक्ट मीनिंग दैट इज फाउंड इन द dictionary. So if you are asked the meaning of any word, answer it according to the context in which it is used. You have to answer that word according to the sense in which it is used in a sentence. So this is all about comprehension. I told you about the definition of comprehension, that it is a passage according to which questions are given at the end, and you have to answer those questions, right, after reading that passage. Now, how you are going to answer those questions? The first step is that you have to read the passage quickly to know the general idea. Second is to read again slowly to know the details. Third is study the question thoroughly, accurately, and then answer. Okay, you have to turn to the relevant portion of that passage and answer the questions in your own words, neatly and precisely. Use complete sentences instead of just a single word. And then last is, if you are asked the meanings of any word, you have to write or answer those meanings according to the sense or according to the context it is used. So this was all about comprehension. We are going to talk about the next topic after this. I hope you would be clear. Any question that you want to ask with respect to this topic, please do ask me. Mics in on? G students. Any question
Clear है
with
मैम,
respect to this?
क्लियर है।
No question.
Okay. Now what you have to do, you will open this page number 310, 311, right? 311 पे आपको एक पहला स्पेसिमेन दिया हुआ है, एक एग्जांपल दी गई है, and there a passage is given, or at the end questions are there, and even answers are also given as an example to you, as a sample to you, right? इसको आपने पहले स्टडी करना है। उसके बाद एटलीस्ट 2 to 3 पैसेजेस आप उसमें ये कॉम्प्रिहेंशन रूल्स अप्लाई करेंगे, एंड यू विल राइट आंसर्स ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस दैट आर गिवन एट द एंड इन द फॉर्म ऑफ असाइनमेंट। आप 3 पैसेजेस को एटलीस्ट उसमें से सिलेक्ट करें और उनके क्वेश्चंस के आंसर्स देंगे इन द फॉर्म ऑफ एन असाइनमेंट विच विल बी चेक्ड लेटर ऑन। क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay.